the number of integer values of x that satisfy mod of x minus 6 minus of x plus 3 is less than or equal to 5. Now, friends, you know the basic definition is mod of x is equal to x if x is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, mod of x will be equal to minus x if x is less than 0. This is the basic definition of this. Now, if this x plus 3 is positive or negative, suppose if x is, say, x is less than minus 3, x is less than minus 3. If it is less than minus 3 means, suppose if I take minus 4, if it is minus 4, it will be minus 4 plus 3 will be negative, less than minus 4 minus 1, that means x is less than 0, then mod of x will be minus x. Similarly, here also this also will be minus 3 means less than minus 3 means it will be negative. So, if it is, this will be less than 0, this will be less than 0 if x is less than minus 3. If x is less than 0, mod of x should be equal to, absolute value of that will be equal to minus x. So, hence I can write this as, friends, minus of x minus 6 minus of minus x plus 3 mod equals to less than or equal to 5. But if you simplify this, friends, minus x plus 6 minus plus x minus 3 is less than or equal to 5 means x gets cancelled, 9 is less than or equal to 5, such values, they do not exist, hence x cannot be less than minus 3 because this is not possible. Now, let us take, what if these two are positive? Now, we talked about these two be negative. When it is negative, when this value is less than 0, this value is less than 0. When both can be positive, if x is greater than 6, this can be positive, obviously this also can be positive. Let us see, if x is greater than 6, then mod value, this will be positive greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, mod x will be equal to x. If I substitute, what happens here? Mod of x minus 6 will be x minus 6. Mod of x plus 3 will also be x plus 3 because this is greater than 0, this is also greater than 0, hence mod of x is less than or equal to 5. So, friends, here x minus x, it gets cancelled again, it will be mod of minus 9 is less than or equal to 5, it is again not possible because x is getting cancelled. So, x cannot be greater than 6, x can neither be less than minus 3 nor greater than 6. Then the third option is, what if x is between minus 3 and 6? X is more than minus 3 but less than 6. If x is less than 6, this will be negative. So, hence mod of x minus 6 will be, friends, minus of x minus 6, but x is at the same time greater than minus 3. If x is greater than minus 3 means this will be, say, minus 2, if you assume, this will become greater than 0. So, this will be positive. So, hence this x plus 3, mod of x plus 3 will be equal to x plus 3 is less than or equal to 5. Friends, if I simplify this, I get mod of minus 2x minus plus 6 minus 3, that is plus 3 is less than or equal to 5 there. Friends, now suppose if x is greater than 3 by 2, say x is, say, 2. If x is 2, it will become what? If x is greater than 2, let us say x is 2 minus 4, minus 4 means it will be negative. If x is greater than 3 by 2, it will be 3 by 2. If I take, say, x 3 by 2, 2, minus 2 into 2, minus 4 plus 3, it is again less than 0. Hence, this will be negative. Minus of minus 2x plus 3, minus of minus 2x plus 3 is less than or equal to 5. So, I can say, friends, it is 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 5, 2x is less than or equal to 8, or x is less than or equal to 4, but at the same time x should be greater than 3 by 2 and x should have integral values. You are saying greater than 3 by 2, less than or equal to 4, what are the integers possible? It can be 2 or 3 or 4, provided x is greater than 3 by 2. Now, the next point is, what if x is less than 3 by 2? Friends, if x is less than 3 by 2, if I substitute in this, if it is, say, less than 3 by 2 means, say, let us take 1, minus 2 plus into 1, it will be minus 2 plus 3 means this value is positive, or rather greater than 0, if mod of x is equal to x, if x is greater than 0, that means I can say now directly minus 2x plus 3 is less than or equal to 5. I can say, friends, minus 2x is less than or equal to 2, minus x is less than or equal to 1, or I can say x is greater than or equal to minus 1. X is greater than or equal to minus 1. But x is greater than or equal to minus 1, but at the same time x should be less than 3 by 2, 1.5 means what are the values possible? Maybe minus 1, 0, and they have to be integers, please, that is important. Minus 1, 0 or 1. So, there are 3 values here, 3 values here. Total there can be 6 values possible. 6 values possible. This is one approach. Alternatively, what this equation actually means, friends, is what this function means basically is that on a number line, how many integers will have between 6 and minus 3, between 6 and minus 3, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 2 up to 6 if you take, how many integers can be there such that those two, the gap between them will be 5 means, you can say, friends, as it is there is a gap of 9. So, that means if they can't be minus 3 or 6 are outside this. If outside, as it is between minus 3 and 6 there is a gap of 9 means outside it, if it is beyond minus 3 or beyond 6, they will not satisfy. Now, I want the sum of the difference between the distances should be, the minus means the difference between the two distances should be 5 means there is a gap of 9. Difference between the distance should be 5 means if they are two parts away. Let us say if I take minus 1, 2 parts away, this is what is the gap here? 2. What is the distance here? 7. What is the gap? 7 and 2? 5. So, minus 1 is one possibility. Take 0. What is the gap? It is 3 here. He said the distance should be less than or equal to 5. That means either 5 or less than 5. What if it is 0? This way the gap is 3, this way the gap is 6. 6 and 3, the distance is 3, it is still accepted, I can take. Similarly, 1 I can take. 1 means this way the gap is 4, this way the gap is 5, 4 and 5 the gap is 1, acceptable. Till 4 you can take. Suppose if you take 4 here, the gap is 2 here, but the gap here is how much? 7. Minus 3 and 4 the gap is 7. 7 and 2 the distance between them is 5. Hence, I can say, friends, from minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, all these are possible. There will be nothing but 6 answers there. This is another easy way of explaining this using the number line. So, hence our answer is 6 possibilities.